I'm joined again by Sydney, the Executive Director of St. Boniface Museum, and we're going to be doing a little bit of finger weaving, which is pretty fun. But before we get into that, the exhibit's not open today, but St. Boniface Museum will be popping up around the city. Where can we find you?
Today in particular, we'll be at Auberge du Violon. So it's a Festival du Voyageur relay, and it's at the Cultural Center. So this afternoon, just down Provencher Boulevard, that's where our museum team will be, and they'll be helping people learn how to finger weave.
That's amazing. Okay, let's get into the finger weaving. If you can show us a step-by-step tutorial on how exactly to do it, and kind of just walk us through the best way to finger weave.
The best way to finger weave is with a friend. It's something that you have to take your time to learn. It's not difficult though. Essentially, you need to remember that you're working with 2 layers of threads, a top layer and a bottom layer. The one that's on the end is going to go in between to create that weft thread. So it helps create a layer. And then whatever threads are on the top, you move them to the bottom and you alternate. So that top one goes down, and then the one that's underneath is going to come up. And then your top one goes down again, and then up and down and up and down. So, and then the one that went through that weft is going to come up and join the other green ones that we have here, and then we just start over. So it keeps, the pattern keeps repeating.
And if you want to create a different pattern, how do you go about doing that?
That is called a switch. Okay. So essentially, when you get to the point where you want to change the color, this center or the weft thread that's going in between both layers switches with a different color, and then it goes through, and then you just keep going with your up and down movement of the threads. And what that will do is it could create another pattern. So when you've changed your threads, you could end up with an arrowhead, or you could end up with another type of shape, which would give you lightning bolts or sawtooth. So depending on where you do that switch, it'll help you create a different pattern within your larger piece of work.